really this is the people who have been forgotten, abandoned and downtrodden, and they're responding to the forgotten white working class, or even as though there's some sort of easy line between economic abandonment and kind of radicalization, as though it's misdirected class resentment that turns into racial resentment. There's always a bit of truth to that, but I would say that many of the people who are on these marches and who are animated and who are organising on the far right would not come from what you'd call, if you were to measure kind of class in the UK, the lowest sections.
Absolutely. I mean, that's the thing. It's like people have a very stereotypical understanding of what working class is and the forgotten working class. And this is kind of like the rationale of like groups like Spiked Online and all of these kind of like right-wing groups who emerged from that kind of, they identify themselves with a kind of forgotten working class line, and they think, oh, this is a guy who's got a Cockney accent, who's in the pub, who's drinking beer, and this is the person who's forgotten, when that person might be a plumber on £120,000 a year, making way more money than the Deliveroo driver who's an asylum seeker, who's barely scraping anything, and is the target of so much resentment and anger, and those are, if anything, also forgotten. So and there is something in the left-wing ideas as well, of which is called like the idea of false consciousness, where we've got the truth, sometimes people veer away and we've got to bring them back,